family, welcome back. Hey, welcome back family. Hey, and if you're new to this channel, my name is Amber, and on this channel we review fragrances and body care, and we sip a little tea from here and there. Yo, sis may go left, but that's okay. Just subscribe, give me the thumbs up, comment down below. Would love to get to know you and meet you. And hey family, hey, I hope you all are doing well. Hey new family, I see y'all coming in. I hope you all are doing really well. Well, let's get right into it, honey. If you see the title, you all know this is my top 5 from my February fragrance tray, okay? And you all know we did a little theme, so we went a little Valentine-y, and we did a little reds and pink bottles, which was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I might do a tray next month. That's what I think I'm gonna do, just to do a tray and get, you know, all my duo fragrances some love. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But to be continued, that video is coming up on Friday. If you want to make sure that you are tuned in for that video, make sure that you subscribe, okay? Join the family. We would love for you to be a part. Well, let's get right into it. Top 5 from my fragrance tray. I'm going to start with, okay, Twilly de Hermes, and this is Eau Poivree.
You're saying it wrong.
I don't know, honey. A sister just tried, okay? But let's talk about this beauty. If you love a good pink pepper, rose, and patchouli, this is the fragrance for you. Now, I will say, this does last long, okay? For me, it does last long. But I would say after about the 4 or 5 hours, it kind of sits close to skin. I will say I re-up on this and sprayed some more. When I say, I don't know if it was the patchouli in it, but it started getting a little heady. So it started giving me a little bit of a headache, or made me feel a little woozy. You know, I was still smelling good, but it was like, oh, I don't like this feeling. So I would spray with caution. This is probably not one that you want to overspray, okay? But if you love a good pink pepper, if you love a good rose fragrance, this is so beautiful. I got so many compliments because the rose in this is so pretty, but you have to love patchouli. Now, I wouldn't say that this gave me like a dirty patchouli or a dirty smell, but it definitely was heavy on the pink pepper, so it did give you the spices, okay? So the spices in this juice, all right? So if you love a good spicy rose, this is the fragrance for you. It definitely gave me all the thrills and more. Again, I got compliments, more so with the women than the men, but yo, sis was smelling good, okay? Facts. Now, I will say, will this be like on my tray again? I feel like this is definitely great in the winter, like so very cold weather. But when we trickle on down to the spring and summer, I think she will be put up because I think she really does better to me in the winter time because it is a heavier rose, right? This is a floral, so my girls that do not like rose and patchouli, stay away from her because you're not gonna like her. And I will say I don't like her sister or her sister, the original with the ginger in it. Not a fan of that one, but this one I do love this. Okay, moving on. Next up from my top 5 on my tray from February, I would have to pick, honey, Kayali Eden Sparking Lychee, or Lychee. Honey, whatever, okay? I would have to say, I love this fragrance. I really do. And you all see, look, a sister was doing the thing. You know we doing the thing. But this is definitely a fruity, more girly. I would say a more easy reach girly fragrance. Now, I have to definitely say long lasting in this. No. This did not give me the thrills and chills of a long lasting fragrance. But when I say my fragrance that were like deeper and darker in scent, I would pair this with that and it would definitely brighten it up. So I would have to say this does give me a fruity, sparkly type of fragrance. The lasting, no. I mean, if it was 2 hours, 3 hours, I mean, we've had better from Kayali on longevity. I would say this is not one of the top ranking longevity fragrances, but Is it good? Yes. Is it girly? Yes. So if you are a more feminine kind of girly and you want something very fruity, or even I would absolutely suggest, right, if you have any nieces, not saying this is immature, right, but if you have the younger generation, right, teenagers, that my niece has a birthday coming up, I think I might roll and get this for her. But if you have someone maybe starting in fragrance and you want something that you can purchase, but you don't have to think about it, right? This is definitely an easy blind buy for any younger girls that are just getting into fragrances. Like, this is a really good pick. So I love that it has the notes on the back. And so we have some black currant, we have some sparkly lychee, some rose, some candy violet, some sugared amber. We have some sandalwood. You know I love a good sandalwood. So it is really, to me, a very great fragrance for maybe some starters in the fragrance world. You know, any of your cousins, nieces, any birthday, even if it's a girlfriend that's getting started in fragrance. Honey, this is a good pairing. But lasting, not so much, okay? Moving on. Next, honey, we are not surprised by this one because I've been talking about this fragrance throughout the month, honey. And I am talking about none other than from vcanto Stricnina. Honey, I have been having a time or two with this one, honey. She has been very good to me this month. And I love the compliments that I've gotten with this. I love how I feel with this, right? It gives me a fruity and a floral touch, but it also gives me like this boss vibes. Like, wearing this to work, I was like, yeah, okay. I told you all, my work best friend, she gave me a compliment. It is long lasting and it projects, okay? So it does leave a scent trail to me because I feel like, you know, even when I was moving throughout the room, I was smelling me. Like, nobody said they were smelling me, but I could smell me even when I left the room. So great scent trail. I absolutely love, love, love this. Honey, let's get into the notes. So top notes, we have passion fruit, cassis, lemon, and bergamot. Middle notes, we have raspberry, peach. Floral notes, green notes, and cinnamon. Base notes, we have sweet notes, musk, vanilla, amber, and woody notes. Honey, we have all the notes, okay? The fruity notes, the woods notes, the sweet notes, all the notes, okay? Maybe they just couldn't fit all the notes that is in this onto Fragrantica, but it's okay. She's still good. I would highly recommend, if you have not gotten this in your fragrance wardrobe, this is amazing. Like, I was not checking for this, but she did me good for February, okay? Moving on. Family, I have to do some confessions, okay? Honey, I cheated on the tray. I will have to say, you know, I'm giving myself grace, but I did cheat on the tray. So there were 2 other fragrances that I feel like I was reaching for more than it being on my tray, okay? But that's how we do. I mean, your tray can be composed of anything. Really, the point is for you to just explore your fragrance wardrobe, right? Sometimes we just like keep picking the same things, and this allows us to span our use amongst our collection, okay? But I will have to say, and you know it, I just talked about her, you know, the life changer, okay? Changed my life, okay? Montale, and this is dark purple. Oh my goodness, I talk about this so much on my last video, but this I was reaching for my friend's birthday dinner. Honey, I reached thereafter and thereafter again. After I wore it and got the compliments that I did from that guy coming into that dinner, honey, I can't put this down. So I would have to say, honey, the end of my February was consumed with dark purple. So good, okay? Such a great rose and so pretty. If you're looking for a rose fragrance, but you're looking for something more modern, something more feminine, but still with a fire, right? Still sets you off like that boss woman that you are. Look no further into dark purple. And the longevity, second to none, okay? Second to none. This is an amazing fragrance. I would highly recommend you get your coins, your hands, your nose, everything on this fragrance, okay? You want it. All right, moving on. And last but certainly not least, honey, one of the family members was talking about it, and honey, we was both talking about it. And that is none other than from Finery, and that is the new Rouge, okay? Did you all get this? Have you all gotten your hands on this? This is so good. Ugh. And when I talk about pairing, oh my goodness. And then like the marshmallowness, like the stickiness, but just so good. This is so beautiful, okay? And to me, it does give me, oh, it's so good. It's following me. It gives me this kind of like a sticky, fluffy type of marshmallow note in this, but the gourmand in this does not turn me off. And you know, well, for me, I like a sticky type of situation. You all know me, know your sis, you know me. So I like a good, foodie food. But I think for people that do not care for like a foodie gourmand and they just like a gourmand but still like smell like perfume, whatever. But those that like that type of scent, I think you would love this. This is actually really good. You can find this at your local Target. Honey, hook yourself up. And the price, $29.99. What are you talking about? Like, save some of the coins, right? This would be a good pairing with a lot of different fragrances. Some people have said, oh, this is Baccarat 540. Some people have said this is like Ariana Cloud. Honey, it gives you remnants to me, but I'm going to say this one, she doing a little something different. I mean, if I could see if the inspiredness of Finery was trying to go down that route, but it came out with something a little bit different. But we appreciate it. Highly. Thank you with warm regards and thank you in advance notes. Like really, really, really good product. I would highly recommend you get your hands, your coins when you see it. Grab it. I know Pistachio Please will also be a popular girl, but to me, comparison to, this would be where my coins would have went first if I had to choose. Okay, that's just me. All right, moving on. Well, that is all. That is all, family, for my top 5 from my fragrance. Maybe not so much my fragrance tray. What were your top picks for the month of February? I would love to know, honey. Hook me up. Comment, okay? I need to put some stuff in my cart. Honey, I got some hauls hopefully coming up. You just got to wait for the mail, Anyway, make sure you subscribe. Give me the thumbs up. Comment down below. Would love to get to know you and meet you. And hey, family, hey, make sure that you're good to yourself. Give yourself some grace. And if no one has told you that you're more than enough, yeah, your sis just did. Bye, family. I love you so much. Bye.